Got cut off there. Testing, testing. There we go. So welcome to day 563 of the journey begins. Looks like our chat is up. Audio is coming through. Video looks like it's there. Bear with me one moment. Video monitoring looks good. All right. Let's head to the back corner there. So we have we'll see if we got any more dirt, and then we'll head to the back there. So we are, as we mentioned, 563 of the day of the journey begins. We're actually in Overmorrow at the moment, but we're going to do some dirting and then make our way back to. Do we have enough rockets? Yeah, we'll want to get some rockets before we head over. We'll head over to Inkwood after that and do some terraforming there. Oh, is this okay? Collecting, well, general terraforming, and then also keeping an eye out for copper so that we can finish the roof on the inn. So go from there. All right. Oh, stream elements cut up. We're gonna need to mend some tools too. Okay. So then the question is, do we end up staying over here? No. I mean, we would get more zombie meat that we could trade for emeralds, which will be valuable. But having the bone meal, like white blocks, would be nice too. I mean, granted, we have a bone meal factory, but at least that gets us back over to Inkwood, so maybe we'll do that too. So we'll go through however long it takes for us to get all the dirt down that we have. Then we'll head over to Inkwood. We'll maybe do a little mining and then see how much time we have and spend the rest of the stream mending our tools. So that's our plan for today. We were streaming Planet Crafter before this for anyone that may have missed it. So we stream Planet Crafter Sundays and Mondays usually, and Satisfactory Fridays and Saturdays, and Wildcard Wednesdays where we do a little to the left or other games that are on our docket to try out. This past weekend was a little bit of a schedule change, but for the most part, that is the plan. All right, let's get all of this out. Interesting. So I've reached level 4 of something. Right. Terraforming is actually coming along pretty good over here. Just this bouncing back and forth, a few sections here and there. I mean, it takes weeks to do it, but it doesn't feel so bad when I'm doing the bouncing and making little progress here and little progress there. And doing it in these little sections, you can kind of see it grow. So that's nice. Oh, our streamer. So our streamer in the other ear today currently is my puppy Taya doing Minecraft. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's. Okay. There we go. All right, we'll take out the sandstone, get the stair. How much do we have? Oh, we still have a fair amount, so we'll be spending a little bit of time over here. Shooting for an hour stream. We did, I think, an hour, 20 minutes, give or take, on Planet Craft here. So, there we go. So we've been making progress on all of our things. So we're making progress terraforming in Minecraft. We're making progress in Planet Crafter, moving our vehicle station. We made progress over the weekend and Satisfactory last Friday, getting our iron node set up. It still needs a little like decorative touch and like refinement, but functionally it works. We get one layer takes in the ore, turns it into ingots, then the ingots change into plates and rods. Then another layer turns the rods into screws, and I think we need one more layer maybe of turning the plates and screws into reinforced plates. But for the most part, it's functional and nearly done. So I guess it's nearly done. We still have a few more tweaking, so refining that bit, but it's coming along. And we added a power station near the iron so that we can have it power itself until we get railroads going. And so this coming weekend, the plan will be to finish the iron one, getting another layer added that will handle the screws and plates, so it can, at least at our current phase, build everything that's available to us that's iron wise, and then we'll move on to copper. And then the next goal in Planet Crafter is to get our tier 2 algae generator going and get our road over to the aluminum area. And then that'll probably be pretty good there, decide what to do next. And then here in Minecraft, it's this. Getting our terraforming and digging done so that we have the area to build the texture and character that we want in the build. And we can, and then everything here is like story back builds. So everything that we build has to tie to the story that we're trying to write. Which on that, I need to try to keep this as close to an hour as I can because I have a lot of writing to do still on the books and on. Which way do we want to go in? So this way, maybe. Oh, okay. So is it ba? Okay. Okay. So we'll fill this in so it's just one spot. Okay, good. Oh. So I guess we really don't need that if we have this spot here. So let's fill that in so we don't fall in there accidentally. Not that it would cause any damage, but just out of annoyance, I guess. Okay, there we go. Okay. We need to clear out a larger area, I guess. So that we can really lay down a lot of the dirt that we have instead of too much small piecemealing. Got some sand here. Oh, let's get rid of that. Okay. Uh, okay. Yeah, this is coming out nice. So we'll cut through here, and then we'll see how much dirt we have left after this pass. All right. And we are trying to increase our discoverability. So if you like the story back builds, feel free to let me know. And if you really like it, feel free to share it out. Okay. Get a lot of that. Okay. We have a lot of sandstone to collect. But we probably want to be a little careful. Not put our tools. There we go. All right. This is spot. Oh, we wanted to keep this there. Okay, so yeah, okay, that makes sense. All right. Oh, thank you, Izaku. Welcome in. Thank you for the like. How's your Monday starting off? And do you do any Minecraft or any other games? I am currently working on terraforming a little bit at our city here of Overmar. We're going to visit Inkwood here in a little bit. All of our builds here are part of a book we're trying to write. So all of our builds are storyback builds, as I like to say. Wait, how does this go? Oh, we need to be able to come down there. So I think that will do okay. Yes. Let's section that off and then. Hello, how's it going? Not sure how to pronounce that name, but welcome in. Appreciate you being here. If you have a pronunciation guide, I'll do my best to try to pronounce it. Here we go. And our schedule, well, we do Minecraft every day, and Satisfactory Fridays and Saturdays, Nightcrafter Sundays and Mondays, and Wednesdays are Wildcard Wednesdays. So if you have any games you want to see me try, let me know, and I'll put those in the queue for Wednesdays. We have been playing A Little to the Left on Wednesdays, so we may continue that for at least another week and go from there depending on what the queue looks like for other games. So Overmar here is where the story starts out, where our protagonist is kind of introduced, and then we'll have them travel to Inkwood, and there we go. Then they're going to go to the Gold Temple, then to Oasis City, which we still need to build Oasis City or even frame it out. We haven't got that far yet. We do have the gold farm that we're going to kind of convert into a temple for the story. Inkwood is progressing, but the biggest part of Inkwood in the story is not so much the town itself, but the library. And so that's going to be a big project later. Likely kind of far down the road because we still need to get another tunnel safe for there. It's mostly there. We still need to slab the rest, the last couple hundred blocks, then wall it up, and then we'll decorate the walls probably with packed ice. We want it to be blue to feel like water, because to get there, you're falling through a well in Inkwood. And it's a controlled tunnel, so we don't want you to know that you're in the nether, really. I mean, if you're playing the game, you'll know, but story-wise, it should just feel like you fell through a well and came out in the library. Did we run out of dirt? Oh, perfect. So that is our dirt. Dirting for the day. Took us 20 minutes to go through our inventory of dirt. Do we have space? Yes, we do. So let's drop off at least the sandstone. Okay, let's drop off the sand because we need a lot of TNT for clearing out the nether. Because the other city that we haven't visited a lot recently, that we have been spending the past year or so in, is Haven's End in the nether. It's a 1,000 by 1,000 city, or will be. We're laying down the slabs for that now. And we have, I don't know, 800,000 slabs laid down, give or take. Oh. So we're getting there, in progress, and then we'll clear out the well, then we'll start building up the city after that. So that, there we go. So I think that'll be good. Wait. Oh, why are we carrying 2 empty bottles on us? We don't need 2 empty bottles. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Now we're going to head over to Inkwood. Well, we'll take a little quick look over here. Maybe we'll head up here and see if we can land on our top of our wall here. Okay. I'm liking the look here. So we have a lot of the terraforming in the back is almost completely done now. Yeah. I mean, effectively, I'll call the back done because a little patch like that and around those builds are things we can take care of as we're doing the buildings. So I'm not too worried about that. It's more getting the initial dirt down so we can kind of see the green and path that we want. We have a fair amount of terraforming here to come back to. And we're actually doing pretty well on the west side here too, the southwest side. A little bit back in the corner here, a little bit by our park that needs it, and then a little bit around our Kirk's Hall there. So probably two inventories full, like self inventories full. Yeah, that should probably be enough to take care of this side, and then 2 to 3 inventories on this side to take care of that. Yeah, I think that's so. Say 4 to 5 inventories would be enough to take through that. So probably 2 double chests maybe of dirt. Ought be enough to do the terraforming that we want to get done. And then we can start laying out some of the framework and figuring out the lines. So this is one thing. Like this line here is a 45-degree angle out from 0. So every 18 degrees is a new realm here. So this is the center line for realm 3. I don't know if we'll do something diagonal for the other realms and just kind of keep it within the semicircle of Overmorrow and then maybe extend it 10 or 20 blocks out for fun. But we're definitely going to do the 10 or 20 blocks on the outside. I don't know if we'll do something on the inside or not. We might do just like the straight line here. I mean, we won't use diorite. We'll punch it up a little. And same thing here. We won't use dirt. We'll punch that up. But we could do 45 on the other side too. Because those are nice straight angles in Minecraft. Doing like 18, 36 are kind of the 1, 2, 1, 2 or kind of things the way that circles are. They're not round. Just kind of the impression. So you have this kind of line here would be what your mid degrees would look like. But at least with a 45 degree on each side, you could see, get a feel for the angles. So because there would be 5 on each side, and this is the middle of 3. So 1, 2, this is 3, and then 4 and 5. Oh. But anyway, we're looking pretty good here. The other thing that I guess we'll call it is, again, the vibrant visuals. I like the water, the shadows, but being able to customize the hue or turn off individual realm colorizations, saturations would be nice. Because you can see it especially over here where we've converted the desert into grass, so it has that kind of olive green versus kind of the forest green that kind of bump up against each other. But it looks better, I think, without that. So when you turn off vibrant visuals, it's more of a uniform green. So with that, let's head over to Inkwood. And our tools are pretty low, so we're actually probably going to have to spend a fair amount of time mending our tools. So it's probably going to be more of a chat day over at Inkwood than anything else. So setting expectations there. Oh, guess let's stay 350, and then that's doing that too fast. So there we go. This should get us over there pretty easily. Inkwood is at negative 2,000. Setting a good glide path means we don't want to kind of set and forget, but we can quasi autopilot. We don't have to think about quite as much. We do have what we call the storyline road, or storyline, which is a road connecting the builds. So that if you were to read the book and follow along, it would hopefully be obvious enough of where and what to follow to follow along with the story. There we go. So coming in from the side, so here's Inkwood. This building here is our clock tower. It will be. And yeah, we'll stop here for a second. This building is our inn, tavern. And we need more copper, and the roof style here is a mansard roof. So we're trying to get better at our architecture and art styles. So our background is not art. We're on the computer engineering side, but trying to get better with our art and architecture. Do we have any stuff we need to drop off? No, I think we're pretty good. All right, so we're going to go down to our... Oh, is this going to be okay? Yeah, okay. That's good. So let's get rid of that one. Well, not get rid of. Let's harvest that one. We probably need to fill this with water at some point so we can harvest this a little easier, but... And get rid of the ones that aren't the... like this kind that has the little darker X in them versus this kind that doesn't. So this we could get rid of without any real problem versus this other one with the X on it we need to keep because that's how we get our amethyst. And those can't be moved, which personally I think is a mistake, but I'm not in charge of game design. Because like if it's a building game, then you should be able to build wherever you want. So locking players into a can I put it in here? I have to put it in here. Into a location if they wanted to have a base where they could also wait. Oh, I guess we gotta go down one more. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So yeah, you're locking players into a location if they want the amethyst in their base. They don't get to choose, and then you're also kind of forcing exploration, which may not be what players want. So you're taking sand away from the box, in my opinion, versus if you have to go find it, but then you can move it, then you're adding sand to the box because explorers can go find it, and everyone can go find it. But people who want to build can go find it and bring it back and stick to their building style, and explorers can just keep going and finding new geodes and whatnot. Uh, so I think that's a good way to add sand to the box. But just my thought. Um, can we do bone meal blocks? We can do dyes, but oh, oh, okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Did we not put a? Guess we didn't put a crafting table in here. Okay. We should probably put a crafting table in here. Uh, and we don't have a way to make a crafting table in here. So let's go see if we have one. Oh wait, we don't. Oh, could we have? No, this is a different side. Okay, never mind. Okay. I think we're just gonna have to hold on to the bone for now. Okay. We'll just do this then. We'll collect the bones and turn that into bone meal later. Not bone blocks if we can. Because we have a bone meal farm if we need bone meal for anything really, but the more bone meal we have now, the more we can use for white blocks in the wall or other builds, since we're collecting it now. And then if we need even more later, we can go to the bone meal farm at Barter's Bay. And if we need it for farming or whatnot, we can go there as well. So yeah, I think that's the plan there. So yeah, we're gonna do this. We've got about 30 minutes left, so I don't know how much of the time we'll spend on there, but it's a good time if you have any questions about the story, Minecraft builds, Minecraft in general, if we can answer them, our streaming setup, Legos, cooking, other games. Feel free to drop all of those in the chat, and we'll start a conversation. And once again, thank you for all of the likes, follows, and support in general. Much appreciated. We have been doing this a little bit more lately than I like, but part of the plan is to, if we can afford to do this longer term, to do 2-3 hour streams, and periodically, at least at the end of the stream, save 5 or 10 minutes to do mending, so that we can have a kind of dedicated space to do more chat. Right now, I'm gonna keep up. Usually, not too delayed usually in chat, unless there's a delay in stream, but having dedicated chat time is the goal. Usually it's not too far delayed. Right now the audio sounds like it's within 2 or 3 seconds delay, so I imagine chat is pretty similar. Occasionally it creeps up to the 20 to 30 second delay. But for the most part, I should be able to respond more or less real time. Okay, there we go. Let's do take care of these 3 skeleton. There we go. And that's one thing I'm kind of missing too is, and maybe it's in the works, and Mojang is just keeping it under wraps, is I think to add more sand, a configuration overhaul would be nice. So things like the subtitles on Java and the advanced tooltips where you can see the number of durability, like X out of Y kind of thing, would be really nice. And I say the config tool because I think a lot of things don't have to be hard coded necessarily. You can have them kind of be optional and use the creative, survival, hardcore, and then easy, medium, hard within each one of those. So that'd be what, nine different configurations or configuration buckets to start with, and then you could, you know, give that to players, so that they could just kind of start running out of the box with the game. But after you've been playing for a while, and maybe if you're a content creator or just a gamer who likes spending a lot of time in Minecraft, whatever the case might be, you might want to tweak a few things. So similar to um, mods or data packs, whatnot, like that. Because I guess mods are more on the Java side, and the data packs add-ons are more universal. But in any case, those things could be more focused on adding new elements to the game, like I don't know, new wood types, or changing the functionality of a stone cutter or something like that. Things that aren't going to make it into the game. But the configuration could affect the vanilla gameplay, meaning you could give an option for configuration related to Enderman. Like you could have all mobs except Enderman appear, or disable Enderman picking up items, or depending on how advanced the frequency Enderman spawn, things like that could all be configured prior to the game loading, or maybe things that are hot swappable. So people without the mods and data packs could enjoy it, and then the mods and data packs could be focused on other things. Kind of like the shaders. So you have vibrant visuals, but then you have other shaders out there as well that people can use if they want more realistic Minecraft, because Mojang is going to go that direction. So you free up resources to go to, or I consider it freeing up the modding community to focus on things like that, and you're putting more of the quality of life things in Mojang's hands. And I think that would go pretty far. And I mean, you wouldn't solve everything, obviously, but I think you would avoid a lot of community conflict if you can have a feature and then configure some of it or turn it on and off in updates. So with the happy gas, the way that it moves is not super intuitive or comfortable, I guess, for me. But that's not to say it wouldn't be good for someone else. So being able to, turn off the looking down to move forward kind of thing, or look in the direction you want to move if you're going down and up and the forward and back directions. And some of that might depend on the device that you're on, but if you had the ability to turn that off, then even if you're on Bedrock, but maybe you only play on Switch or only mobile or only PC, whatever the case might be, you could adjust the settings to the device that you play on, and then everybody gets to have a good experience by doing that. And well, I don't have access to the back code, and I don't know how much. I don't have insights into the development cycle and the general pipeline for development, but I think it could be potentially useful for developers as well, because you have your debug screens, but then some of that information could also be included in the configuration. So you can dial up. I don't know if you're worried about like spawning rates. If those things were configurable and you configured it in a tool within Minecraft versus hard coding it, you can both make testing easier and give players the ability to adjust it and lean more into the sandbox side of things. Because if you're not going to give a hard game story, then leaning that mix into the sandbox makes more sense. Otherwise, you need to have more updates on, what is the portal in an ancient city, and what is the story of the world? What are you trying to do? But it feels like there's achievements, accomplishments, but there's no story to follow. So leaning more into the sandbox seems to make the most sense to me. And then you have like the portal in the ancient city, the Ender Dragon and whatnot. So you have things that you can build a story around. So intentionally not giving the story to players and having them fill it in, I think, isn't a bad idea. So long as you're giving more sand to the players to do more things with. At least that's my thought. And that's my soapbox moment for the day. So yeah, another 15 minutes or so, then we need to hop off. We do have a 2 o'clock meeting that I need to try to make it to. About 2 o'clock local time. And we are Pacific time zone. But keeping ourselves here also means that while we're working on other stuff, I typically load this up on my Switch. And while we're working on writing projects, we'll let skeletons build up and then take out a bunch and mend. Because we don't have any super fast healing. We have the bank and the nether, which is fairly fast if we have enough sticks. Like trading with all of the Fletchers gives us emeralds and also gives us experience, and a round or so through all of those generally tops up a tool. So that's pretty quick, but we have to have enough wood to turn into sticks to make that worthwhile. So once we get into a point where we can dedicate a day, like a Pipsworth does with a Chopping Tuesday, we'll have enough wood that we can just go to the bank and always have wood there. Which Pixelrips and Joel Duggan each have their own streams, but they also do the Spawn Chunks podcast. So if you have a chance to look that up, I highly recommend that. It's a Minecraft podcast. They also post highlights on TikTok as well. And they both stream on Twitch and post highlights on TikTok. So, and you can find the podcast itself on various podcast platforms. So, give that a listen if you're into Minecraft. It is free to listen to, and then there are paid levels if you want to support further. And I'm not affiliated with it, just a podcast that I enjoy. All right. So, do we have any? That's some likes and follows. Well, some likes. We don't have a lot of follows yet. Okay. I'm surprised. We usually have a little more engagement on Minecraft. All right. Oh, and yeah, we still need to reach out to support to make sure we don't lose live ability. We should be fine on Twitch, but need to check on that TikTok side. Which, speaking of that, it looks like we have My Puppy Taya on Twitch, and we have Antisocial Angel on TikTok going live. My Puppy Taya is doing Minecraft. Well, they're both doing Minecraft. And My Puppy Taya is a very chill stream as well, so recommend that. Okay. Good. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna sit here, mend our tools. I don't think we'll do a lot in a short period of time, in only 10 minutes. So we'll probably just spend this time. Well, maybe we'll go up to the surface and see if we can turn some blocks. I think we have enough mending that we can do a little work, and then we can hide here. Well, not hide. We can come back and mend. Later. Okay, there we go. Whoop. There we go. Is this bone block? Okay. Bone meal. Bone meal. Bone meal. And let's get rid of all of our. Can we get rid of all of our bone meal this time? We're gonna have to do another round. Yeah, we're gonna have to do another round. Okay. Oh, even another round. Okay. Wow. And another. Okay, this is going really well. I get a lot of bone out of this, or bone blocks out of this. Okay. We have an issue. We have an issue. What is our issue? We we are turning our bone meal or our bone blocks back into bone meal and then turning it back into bone blocks. That's why we were getting so many, because it wasn't turning our bones into. Okay. So I don't know. It's bone meal, but oh, that's fine. Okay. Anyway, let's get back on track. We'll put that in there. We'll take that back. Okay, good. Oh, let's maybe chuck it down the ravine. We don't need the leather tunic. Don't need the bow. We really don't need any of the bows at all. What? Oh. We had a phantom just attack us, so let's go sleep so we don't have to deal with them anymore. Okay. So is that good? We don't need the arrow. Oh, and we could probably drop off our golden boots somewhere over here. There we go. Okay. Let's come over to the. This is north side. I think this is the north side. So yeah, positive. See? Oh, oh, positive Z is. Oh, this is negative. Okay, so yeah, so this is the north side. Yeah, yeah, okay. Good. There we go. Let's there we go. Yeah, so we'll do this another 8 minutes or so. That'll be our hour. We'll get to some of our writing stuff, and then we'll go from there. All right. All right. Are we? Yeah, we're still good. Okay. Okay. Let's take down some of this. Let's cut through here. Try to get everything down to 50, and then we'll do our reassessment over here. Oh, is there a? Oh, there's another. Oh, I see spiders and I see darkness. So let's see if we can figure out how to get in there safely so we can light it up a little bit. All right. Okay, so we got cave over here. Oops. Well, I didn't mean to get the bat there, but let's see if we can squeeze in under here somehow. Do we have a dirt here? All right. How much do we have in here? Okay. I see creepers and stuff over there, so let's go this way and see if we have any. Okay. Do we have? Oh, so this is a. Take care of you. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go up here and see what we can get into. Okay. Okay, so I'm not going to do too much in here because I don't want to have to go underwater. So let's go over here and see what we can. Okay. Don't want to build anything up there and have it fall in on us. It looks kind of deep, so we're going to just leave that alone. Our main concern is having mobs find their way up here, so as long as that isn't an issue, then I think we're pretty good. Okay, so let's grab our gravel and dirt. And get back to digging. Here down there. Okay. Oh, you can see one of our zombie workers in their little greenhouse. So that one and one that's on a cliff that you can't see from here are two of our zombie workers that we're using for some of the ambiance. They decided to pick up some of our materials so they won't despawn. So we're putting them to work. All right. Been pretty good. So we're approaching the end of time. We're also getting this good progress here. Getting it down to 54, 53. Are we full in inventory? Oh, we are. Okay. So let's take out our spider eye. Then go here. Oh, do we have enough dirt? Okay. We had some dirt, I guess, spots that we could fill up. All right. So I guess our stacks aren't full, so we can pick up some of this anyway. Okay. So let's go through here. Okay. Oh, we didn't bring any back any shulkers, so. Okay, yeah, we're good. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do our stuff. We fill in the water. That's why we're low. Okay, we're just gonna sit here. Is the sun rising? Oh, sun's setting. Okay. We're just gonna sit here, do our little outro, wait for nighttime so we can sleep. So yeah, thank you again, Izeku, and uh, everyone else for the likes, follows, and chatting. Much appreciated for all the support. This was day 563. We did some work digging around. Well, we did some terraforming over at Overmorrow. We did some digging around here in Inkwood. We're trying to get some copper to finish our roof here and kind of letting our ideas set for our tower or our clock tower. So we have some design notes we need to implement later. So that'll be coming over the next few weeks. If you like what we're doing, our story back builds, you can check us out on Linktree/MyTripMedia. And that will be on the outro screen as well. That will have links to our TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and Blue Sky. Blue Sky is where we make our go live announcements. We are still working on the Substack project to do kind of weekly updates. Once we get the first one out, we'll first one's going to be kind of a catch up to where we are now, and then try to do weekly updates, kind of condensing what we've done so far into like a project vlog or journal style updates. So keep an eye out there. If you really, if you like what we're working on, feel free to follow anywhere. If you really like it, feel free to share it out. And with that, we'll see you tomorrow when the journey continues, and we'll do a little more work here on Inkwood. So take care and have a good rest of your Monday.